Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Timmy Tokwe. Today I want to share with you my recipe for very delicious meat pie, and I also have a very secret sauce that I like to add to this meat pie to make it so delicious. So first of all, you're gonna heat some oil in the pan and add some sliced onions. And after that, you go ahead and add some ground beef into the pan as well. Then after that, you mix it together with the onions because the onions are really going to add a lot of flavor into the ground beef. Just mix it in together and let it go ahead and let it simmer for some time. You want to let the ground beef cook for some time. Then of course, you're going to add your seasoning. You're going to add thyme. Then you add some curry powder. Then some ginger powder. And then some cayenne pepper. But if you don't like it to be too spicy, go ahead and leave that out. And then some black pepper. And then you're going to add some beef bouillon powder. And some salt to taste. And then mix it all in together because you want all the spices to mix in well with the beef and the onions. Then after the beef is cooked, you go ahead and add diced potatoes into the mixture. And mix it well. And then after it is well cooked, maybe I'm talking about 80% have done, go ahead and add the carrots. Now, the reason why I add the carrots later on is because I don't like my carrots to be too soggy. So when the potatoes and the meat and the onions are almost done, that's when I add the carrots, and then I leave it to simmer or to steam for a few minutes, and then it is ready and good to go. So now you can see it is ready and it's ready to go. Now here is gonna be the secret sauce that will make your meat pie stand out. This is my secret sauce recipe I want to share with you today, okay? So you need some onions, tomatoes, habanero peppers, and you blend it together. And of course, I forgot to add, you're also going to add some bell peppers, red bell peppers to that as well. So put some oil in the pan, add the ground pepper into the oil. Make sure the oil is hot before you add the ground pepper into it. And then you're going to fry it for some minutes. And the way you know it's done is when the oil separates from the pepper itself. Now here I'm seasoning it with thyme, with ginger powder, beef bouillon powder, and also some salt as well. That is going to make your sauce very tasty. You need to really make sure you season your sauce. And now you can see it's done. It's all done. You can see the oil has separated from the pepper itself, from the ground pepper itself. And now it's time to add the potatoes, ground beef, carrots, and all that into the sauce, because you're going to mix it all together. And that is going to make the feeling, the delicious feeling for your mince pie. This is so delicious. You can just eat this by itself. It is so nice. You can even eat this with rice if you'd like. It's a very, very delicious feeling. Now it's time to make the pastry for the meat pie. Here I have like 8 cups of flour, and I'm adding a tablespoon of baking powder, and I'm adding 3 sticks of margarine and 2 sticks of butter. That combination makes the meat pie very rich. If you like, you can just use ordinary butter, but I decided to use margarine and butter. But make sure the margarine and the butter is cold. You want to make it cold. Okay? And then you have my dear daughter help me out there. She likes to help me in the kitchen. Okay, so what you do now is to mix it in all together. You're gonna keep on mixing the butter, the margarine, and the flour together until you achieve like a crumbly texture, almost like a breadcrumb, like breadcrumbs. When you have that texture, then you know it is ready. So just keep on mixing, be patient, keep on mixing and mixing and mixing it all together until everything, you can see now the result with the butter and margarine all mixing together, the flour, you can see it looks like breadcrumbs. So that is when you know you are done. Okay? Now, beat about 3 eggs and add it to the mixture. Just mix it into the flour, or the mixture, the flour, the baking powder, and the margarine and butter. Just mix it all together. You have to make sure you mix it in very well. Now it's all mixed in together. And then here I'm adding about 1.5 cups of milk into the mixture. You can use whole milk, you can use non-fat milk, you can use whatever kind of milk that you like, but preferably whole milk is good. Then you mix it all in together. And here I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of water because I just wanted the dough to come together because it was still a little bit dry. So here it is, the dough has all come together, and now I'm kneading lightly. You don't knead it like a bread dough, you knead it very, very lightly because it's pastry, so you don't want it to be overdone. And here we are. So use a rolling pin to roll out the dough, and then you can use a shaper or you can use a bowl like I'm using right now. I'm just using a plastic bowl, a round plastic bowl, and I'm cutting out a round shape. Okay, when you do that, remove the excess, and then you get your delicious filling. I'm telling you, this filling is so delicious. You take a bit I like to add it generously because I like to have a lot of filling in my meat pies. Just put it right in the center. And then you fold it over. And make sure it is well secure. Make sure the filling is right in there and it's all in there. Folding over the edges together. And then what you're gonna do is to get a fork and press the edges together with a fork. And that also gives it a very beautiful design, which I like. I really do like that. That gives you that signature design for meat pies. And then you also put some holes in the middle as well. And then you brush it over with just an egg that has been beaten up. Just beat up the egg and just wash it over. Call it the egg wash. And just brush it over the meat pies. This makes it even more delicious. It also gives it a very golden color when it comes out of the oven. It gives it such a very beautiful golden color. So it's a beautiful touch. It's a nice touch to add to your meat pies. And just brush it over generously. And make sure you grease your pan before putting your meat pies on the pan or in the pan. Put it in your oven for about 30 minutes, 350 degrees, and it's good to go. You have your meat pies ready to go. Very delicious. You're gonna enjoy it, and that is it. Thank you for watching.